Next week, I'll be in the States. Give me the address.
The boxing. You got our number? Hit us up on the side. You know where we're at. We're in Miami, so let's do it.
Yeah.
You want to do this? Next week, I'll be there.
Okay, so we have a few videos that were uploaded in the meantime of me uploading the last video. I'm just now getting back around to even be able to sit down to a computer. And so we're going to review a couple of videos all at once. We got 3 videos from Aber and Preach and another video from Playback. I wanted to hear their take on it. They're pretty funny ordinarily. And I'm going to watch at least one video from Fresh and Fit. And we're just going to condense this all into one just because I don't want to make 6 videos over all of this stuff. I just kind of want to see what's going down and move on. Anyways, while we're here, you guys are YouTube veterans at this point, so there's no need for me to tell you, but I'm telling you anyways. Like and subscribe. It really does help out. It motivates me to make another video, and I would very much appreciate that. And if not liking and subscribing, the views themselves are enough to propel me to want to do this more. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into the video. Here we have, it seems like they're addressing him bringing up his wife, which we discussed last time was a big deal. And it seemed like from what I was hearing around the YouTube, neighborhood, that a lot of people were feeling that same energy about how that was kind of crossing the lines. So here we go.
We say the facts. We give our L's and our W's, right? So real talk, man. We put out invite. If y'all want to talk shit, come back in the studio. We'll talk about it. Or we could box about it too. Because I'm in the gym now, you feel me? I'm feeling nice right now. I'm wired right now.
Fresh wants to box or Preach, bro.
Fresh wants to box or Preach, bro. So you know what? Come back to Miami. Let's box it out. How about that?
In 3 months,
Yeah.
but like real talk, man. Like if we're gonna have this discussion, we're harder than you niggas, straight up, and we work harder than you guys. We put out all different types of content. Yep. We ain't just out here reacting. Man, look.
Okay, so I can't tell if they're clipping the same video and then just making another video about it. This is a video from Aber and Preach. You can see the title up there. They talked about his wife, asked him to box, so Preach accepted at Fresh and Fit. And they just brought up hands. That's taking things a step further. I don't know, man. A lot of these dudes are talking, and you know, a lot of people can act alpha, but whenever it comes to squaring up, bro, that's where you see what people are really about, you know. Trust me on that one.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Stop.
Yo, we're not.
And later on in the video, you're saying that you want to box with me. Sort of happened that I'm going to be in the U.S. next week.
Jeesh.
You want to fucking do this shit?
Jeesh.
Let's go. Both of you. I'll be in the U.S. next fucking week.
Hold up.
Let's go. We'll put gloves on. Because not only this, that's why I have a problem. Now you talk shit about my wife.
This nigga Preach is married prior to a fucking beluga whale somewhere. And y'all niggas talking shit.
And you talk shit about my country. Old bitch said that he was about to send me on a boat to my country, to Haiti. Yeah? Cool. Next week, I'll be in the States.
I'm gonna keep it a bug, bro. Watch your mouth about Haiti. And shout out to the belugas. Kanye's supposed to be dropping some 1.0 belugas reflectives. Gonna be redoing the OG belugas. So watch your mouth about the belugas too.
I'll drop by your fucking studios. You know where it is? Give me the address.
Like I'm saying, they know where it is. They pulled up before. They're in the same building, you know. He said, send me a location or what.
I'll be right there. Don't come unprepared. We'll do it. You want to do this?
Sheesh.
Let's go. We'll put gloves on. It'll be legal. I know Florida laws. I take one bitch, then I take the other one.
Hold up.
This? Let's go. We'll put gloves on. It'll be legal.
I was gonna say, yeah, you can strap up and sign waivers, like for real. And you don't even need to get promotion involved or none of that. You don't need to get Dana White or none of that to make it happen. Don't make it a spectacle. This can happen in like literally 24 hours. Like from now, we can meet up and sign the contracts and go to square up any gym randomly anywhere. I mean, like, I'm not saying that any just coach is just gonna, or, you know, somebody who owns a gym is just gonna let you step in and beat each other's brains out, but you can find a place to do this. It takes no time.
I know Florida laws. I take one bitch, then I take the other one.
Sheesh.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, nigga.
You want to talk? I'll be there.
Okay, you
He didn't even call them by their names, though.
know what?
I wasn't there last time. I wasn't.
Sheesh.
But now you want to do this?
You want to set up the boxing match?
Let's go.
Okay, we can set it up.
Both of you bitches. Let's go.
Hey, man.
You want to do this? Let's go. Let's go. I'll be there. Yeah, he's just going to do it from... Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Next week, I'll be there.
But okay, listen. At the end of the day, listen, I'm not here to have people fight and advocate, but preach. You your own man.
That is not me that said that.
Go, nigga.
I did not say that.
Hey, man.
I had no problem with it.
Hey, man.
You're going to bring my wife and you're going to be my country in this? No problem, Brendan. Let's do this.
I promise you, Fresh is not about that life.
I don't care.
This nigga is not about that life.
You have to understand that when you talk some shit, there's consequences. Let's do it. I might lose this whole shit. Not a problem. I'll be there next week.
I'll DM you guys, or we'll set it up. We don't have to do this back and forth. We can set it all up. We don't have to do all this talking yapping.
Dude, they're really not joking, dude. This is like whenever you talk mess on Xbox, and then somebody really like gets your address and pulls up. This is what that's like. This is the YouTuber version of that. What is this about here? They got, hey, you want to box breach? Ooh, they ain't playing. We'll be there next week since you offer. He'll see you 500K. Woo. 500K on air. Let's go. Note, set up the gym and boxing gloves. We'll post it on YouTube as well that we're doing it. We can be there on the 24th or the 25th. So, I don't know. I don't know why you gotta do all that 500K on air. I mean, like, it really don't matter, dude. On air, off air, just make it happen.
Just let me know what kind of gloves you want. 14 ounces, 16 ounces, or the Heartbinger MMA fighters gloves. Just let me know. Because I got 3 of them.
And if you pussy out
he's not
after
playing.
doing all that chatting, if you pussy out, don't come to talk to us about anything.
Don't.
So let's see here. We're on to the next video. We're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep moving through all these, and then we'll move on to the Fresh and Fit video. I want to give them a chance. I don't know what video to really look at. I'll just find something. This next video is Fluke and Fraud, a play on their names. Try to apologize. This is your king? ? At Fresh and Fit. Let's get it.
Period.
And posted something on their community page as an apology. Fresh and Fit. We apologize to our supporters.
Oh my god.
From this point forward, we are not going to engage in any beef.
Oh my god.
We are here to help you guys navigate women, fitness, and finances, not drama. We're going to keep giving you guys the content you subscribe for. We apologize for deviating, but we are back on track. Men already get attacked enough in the space, and we are not going to contribute to it. Best of luck to Ab and Preach in their future endeavors. See you guys tonight for a Fresh and Fit After Hours.
See, the problem with that is that energy would have been okay until you invited somebody to your hands. Until you cross the line and start talking about people's family and about people's country. You do all this, hey, throwing stones and now you're trying to hide your hand, bro. Like, that's all cool. Like, that energy is mad okay. In fact, most people are going to promote that energy with you, but that energy is not okay whenever you do what you did and then talk about squaring up with somebody and now all of a sudden it's like, hey, you know what, high road. Like, what do you mean high road, bro? Like, that starts to look like, the dude that's doing all the barking and, hold me back. And then woo, 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 and he's got his friends pretending to hold him back. And he's like, you know what, I ain't even gonna, cause it ain't even, I ain't trying to go back to jail like that. Like, come on, bro. Nobody even, like, nobody even took it there. This is where you brought it. And this is why I said last video, I was like, yo, just don't get emotional. It's just YouTube, bro. Don't get emotional about it. It's nothing. It's just content at the end of the day. But then you start talking about inviting people to your hands, and now all of a sudden that they're down for it, and you say 500K, then you put money on it, 500K live on air, and now it's, you know what, we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna take the high road. Like, come on, bro.
What do you think about their apology?
They apologize to their supporters. He didn't apologize to me or my wife or my country.
Later that same evening.
Real quick, guys.
I don't think an apology will even really suffice, to be honest. I mean, I don't know, man. I believe in second chances, so there could be, you know, something. I'd be willing to accept something, but I don't know, man. It can't be a behavior. It can be an action, but it can't be a behavior. You know what I'm saying? It can't be something that happens over and over again, you know.
It's okay, because I know this is probably on everyone's minds. We already got 6,000 plus live viewers. So thank you so much for coming in.
Only been 4 minutes.
Yeah, seriously, within 4 minutes. So guys, we'll go talk about this real fast. On this podcast, we talk about accountability, okay?
Yeah.
And we are not above taking accountability. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, we made a mistake, okay? It is not cool to insult a man's country and or wife live on air. We should have kept the disagreement on the topic and not the people.
Yep.
Okay? Smart people discuss ideas, stupid people discuss people. And we made a mistake, all right? So with that said, we apologize, okay, for talking about his wife, his country, and making ad hominem attacks on them. They're fellow YouTubers. If we have disagreements, we're going to have disagreements, but the way we went about it was not right, okay?
Yeah.
So we got to hold ourselves accountable as well. And from this point forward, we're bearing the hatchet. We wish the best to Abba and Preach.
Yeah, the best, man.
We're going to keep making content, giving you guys what you want, and we're going to stay away from the drama.
That being said, the boxing, you got our number. Hit us up on the side. You know where we're at. We're in Miami, so let's do it.
Yeah.
That's a very underhanded apology, and if I'm Preach, I'm taking the op. That's just me. Don't. Oh, by the way, when I say op, I mean opportunity. I know everybody uses op slang for opposition. Whenever I say op, I mean opportunity. I'm taking the op.
You didn't even do that. You proposed a fight, talked shit. Then when the person accepted, you're like, I'll bring $500,000. I offered you $20,000 to just show up. Win or lose, you were going to get paid. Hand you the check beforehand. And you still cowered out talking about, no, we need to get promoters and all. These guys think everything is about money.
This ain't about money.
And I'm going to say this to you guys. I don't play with violence. It's why you've never heard me and Preach come on here and say we would fight some people. You've never heard me and Preach go here, we would start some stuff. Because where we come from, we understand that's a real thing. You don't play with violence. You don't threaten violence. You don't encourage it. It's not something you take willy-nilly. Because do it with the wrong people and you'll get called for it. Y'all were the ones talking crazy about, I'll box any of these guys. I'll do it. I'll do it.
And our people done niggas up too. If we really want to talk about that. You guys want to fucking box? I'll box both you motherfuckers too. Fuck.
I don't know. That was some nervous energy that you went and grabbed the hat and threw it somewhere else after you said that. I feel like you knew it was a bad thing to say as soon as you said it. But yeah, Abba and Preach is their own facts again. Like, you know, when you know what that's about and you've been around it, you know that it's not a question, number one, and we don't threaten it. It just is or it isn't, and it's not something that you play with. And I've never been about that. That's why I like, you know, you have friends and stuff. I don't like to play fight. Like, yeah, we can wrestle or whatever, and yeah, I mean, work out some jujitsu, but I don't really like, you know, too much striking because I know how that can get. And if you've ever trained before, then you know that that's the case. Dudes get their egos involved real easily. So I don't even spar with people unless they're super disciplined type people. They have to be an incredibly disciplined person for me to even spar with them, just because I know what that's like, and you just don't play with fighting like that. You don't talk about it like that.
Fuck out of here, man.
You guys were the one talking crazy. And that's how I know you guys are soft. You talked all that craziness trying to...
Y'all niggas thirsty for views. We're going to set up promoters, a date for tickets, and the whole venue. What date can you both come for this? Preach fighting us both makes no sense. Both of you all talk smack in the video. I mean, they already gave you a date. He told you in the last video.
Act out. Oh, hold me back. Nobody's holding you back. Preach said he would take both of you guys because he feels some type of way. And you still got nothing to say.
Hey, and Preach, I guarantee your wife is probably ugly. I said it.
Yo,
you gave her a ring pop and you licked her at your fucking wedding.
We should fly her up, bro.
Weirdo.
I'm assuming this is a different time, considering he's wearing a different shirt. I don't know. But that's him saying it twice. Like, he doubled down on that. Like, come on, man.
Hey, yo, we should fly her up.
Guarantee her. Flued out. You may guess the bride. This dumbass nigga. I love you. I love you. Help guys make money. We help guys get in shape. We help men improve. What the fuck are you dumbass niggas doing behind your shitty ass road shotgun mic?
Yo, chat. Put a one in the chat if you agree with us.
Yo, real talk, man. Y'all niggas, I could tell you niggas stink from the fucking video I'm watching right now. Y'all be sweating in the fucking studio. Yo, and y'all standing mad awkwardly close to each other, talking to that shitty ass mic. Hey, what's your take on this, preach? I don't know. The fuck, man? Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. These chicks seem like they don't know or care what you're talking about. I don't know. It seems like you should probably just move on to whatever.
Nigga sound like Clifford, bro.
Yeah, one in the chats.
Oh God.
Y'all don't want it with us. We will roast you guys.
Yo, shout out to the Fresh Fit fam, by the
You
way.
guys are not as charismatic as us.
Yeah.
You guys repeated it multiple times when you thought you were on top, right? Because y'all got more views, right? So you better and all that stuff. When you got the more power, the perceived perception of that, you want to talk all crazy, and now all of a sudden, when you realize that power's not there, now you want to act a little bit humbled.
It's too late now.
You want to see someone's character, give them power, and then watch how they treat the less fortunate, and you go understand how they move. Y'all never see me talk to somebody with low subscribers like they're trash or they're riffraff. Never.
The measure of a man, what does it say? It's the measure of the man is how he treats someone who has nothing to offer him. Yeah.
Never done that. I do IG lives every day. Every day people show up, and I have long conversations. I don't care, because it's not about that. But these guys, you see what they're about. And now they want to charge $2,000 for courses, meet and greets, all this other nonsense while they're lying and faking their whole lifestyle. Nah, I got people in my DMs, other creators that maybe we handle this behind. Why would I handle it behind the scenes? You think I want to have a one-on-one conversation with somebody who doesn't believe in the things that they're saying?
You were loud about it. Why do I have to be private? You were loud about this, all of this. You were loud about me. You were loud about my wife. You were loud about my country. You were loud about boxing. I didn't bring this. You did.
In other words, keep that same energy.
You were loud about it.
You handle it in public?
Why would I do it in private?
There you
Why?
go. There you go.
Brought that.
There you go.
You brought, when you open your mouth.
Go ahead.
When you open your mouth, there's consequence to open your mouth like that. That's what real men do. What did you say? You said I was 40? Exactly. Back in my day, you could open with that. You could open your mouth like that and say stuff like that to people because it might happen. You can't do that. In prison, you can't talk shit like that.
As soon as you do, you accept not just a possibility, you accept that it will happen. You hope that it won't, but you move as if it is happening. You know.
If you talk shit about the guard, they're gonna ask you to do something about it. Now,
and it's not no gangster stuff, bro. It's just standing on what you're saying. It's just principles. It's integrity. You know what I'm saying? It's not about being tough. You don't pretend to be tough if you're not, you see. And even if you're not tough, when things move in this direction, you square up, you know. You stick your chest out and you square up.
you were extra loud. Extra loud. You want to talk loud and be extra, be real about it. There's always going to be a motherfucker that's going to be realer than you. Always. Know that.
Big facts. And you know, I'm a peaceful dude, and they're giving off the same energy. This is not something that you promote. It's just something that's it's you have no choice. If you're standing on what you're saying, this is just a matter of honor and integrity. You stand on that, you know. It's not inciting violence of any kind.
You want to do this? I was right here. I'm still here.
You know what they said?
Oh, I'm gonna be here.
You know what they said? They said, why would we do a 2 versus 1? That doesn't make sense.
No, I'm gonna take one bitch and the other bitch. You guys are 2 bitches, twin sisters. That's your new name. Not Fresh and Fit, twin sisters. Let's go.
These guys changed their tune once they saw subscribers going down. That's how you know they lack principle. They're so caught up in numbers. They changed what they said. They deleted their videos. They deleted everything, right? Just because they lost subscribers. Mm-hmm. You want to stand behind a man
You want to call us
who
out?
only stands behind numbers?
Yo, how long have we been at 1.38 for? The past 3 fucking months?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Who cares? We haven't grown that much.
It is what it is.
Does it matter?
Not really.
It didn't matter when we were at 300K. It didn't matter when we were at 69K. Y'all notice the outro still says 69K because it's all the same.
That's the worst part.
Our outro.
We never changed the outro. Look at the fucking outro. It says 60 whatever now.
You know what kills me? People mad. Well, why would you make the video in the first place? Y'all ain't got nothing to say when we cover Skippy or any other individual and we go at it like that. Then it's these dudes. They invited you in their home. No, they begged us to come on a podcast with them. Don't get it twisted. We're not friends.
I got the
we
receipts.
didn't text.
I got the receipts.
And I hold everyone accountable. If you say something crazy online, I'm not going to call you in private, okay? Unless it's a private matter. They publicly said some stupid shit, so we said, let's dissect that stupid stuff. But now, because it's your hero, ABBA are like Two-Faced. What's Two-Faced? I went on that podcast and I went right to Myron's face because he was talking crazy on another podcast. You know what I told him? Why were you saying that stuff? He started stuttering. I don't remember calling you blue-pilled, beta. Specifically, you felt like we were kind of blue-pilled, right?
I don't remember. What show was this one?
I remember it very, very well because that episode I was very careful of what I said because the kids watched it. That episode I was very careful of what I said because the kids watched it.
So I just want to ask you about that. Why do you think I might be blue-pilled?
Well, from what I remember, I'm trying to remember. I would say blue, like, I'm trying to think, like, which video was?
It was the one.
I'm trying to remember.
I said, I quoted it right to his face. Even the goofy fresh boy, he was like, ABBA came with the smoke.
I also find it funny that he came with the smoke.
The idea that I wouldn't come to people and confront them about things they say, are you guys mad? But don't ever come out here talking all this stuff. Just say you're a fanboy and you can't help simp for them. I'm not mad at it. Everyone, when I was a kid, Batman was magic. Everyone's like, Superman's better. I said, fuck no. Even though Superman got laser beam coming out his eyes, it's obvious he's better. But I get it. You know what I mean? That's Batman. Clark Kent.
I don't know where he went with that either. Predictions looking at him like, what? I don't know where he went with that either, but shout out to Batman. All right, let's see what we got on this next video. I know we got another one coming up.
Listen, I was about to go to the airport within the next 30 minutes, okay? Because putting all this behind us, for the next couple of days, we're going to take some days off, go do some podcast guest appearances in different spots. And then someone sends me a story. A Fresh Prince CEO going to buy firearms for the first time. Look at this.
All right, guys, I'm here with my boy Peter.
My guy. Okay. I'm gonna assume, because I'm trying to keep a glass half full approach on things, you see, but I'm gonna assume this has nothing to do with anything going on, right? That's what I'm gonna tell myself, right? But this just brings up a concept that I'm gonna harp on for a minute, man. We talked about it earlier, just the fact that, you're supposed to come at this from a position where you're not scared to get hit in your jaw. You're not scared to throw a punch back in somebody's jaw. And for some time now, this has been the move. Dudes say a whole lot of stuff with their chest, and then they tuck it in, and next thing you know, it's this kind of energy. Like, man, it's like the number of times that these guys have been caught with some stuff that I feel like the whole culture is universally agreed upon as the wrong move, as something that we all generally kind of disagree with or agree with. They keep making like some moves that I feel like the majority of people, not even just me, but just the majority of people just are like, nah, that's not it. And so here we go again. Like, how many times have you heard somebody say, people talk this, that, and the third, and then whenever it comes down to the come down, they just don't make them like they used to anymore. You know what I'm saying? And here we go with this energy again. Like, really? And I'm not saying that's what this is. I'm just saying it's what it looks like. Why would you post that knowing, come on, man. That's, I don't know, man. I don't believe in coincidences. We just got done talking about Batman. Batman doesn't believe in coincidences, neither do I.
Helping me with my first guns. Shout out to you, man.
Hey, pleasure, Walter. Thank you. Hello, everyone out there. Yeah, we here at American Security Consultants, we're experts in firearms training, situational awareness, defensive tactics.
I like that guy, by the way. He seems cool.
Are you serious? And you think you're an alpha male? You think you're fit to lead other men? There's two scenarios here. Maybe Fresh always really wanted a gun, and this just happened to spring up, and it was just an appointment he set beforehand, and whatever.
Right.
But to post that on IG after, if I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, right?
Exactly.
Maybe you're that fucking stupid.
Exactly.
To post that on IG after you challenge a man to a fight, insult his wife, insult the Haitian community and the Haitians there.
Bad
right?
move.
You're in Miami. You're an idiot.
Bad move.
You then go and post stories after you start backing out and getting scared. You post stories about you buying firearms because he says, oh, we're going to go to the boxing match. We're going to do this legally. And you post that on IG. Let's say this is a scenario that really happened, okay? That means you lack so much self-awareness to realize how it's going to look optically that you have no idea about anything relating to social cues. You don't understand how to communicate to people, how you're perceived. That's basic
But dude, even if that's the case, you didn't have to post it though.
101 stuff. That's crazy. So I don't know how you're fit to teach other men how to adjust and how to learn game on the fly. You don't even see how awkward and stupid you look.
He has a point. I see what he's saying here. He's talking about the fact that in order to be this kind of guy, in order to be able to teach what he's teaching, that social awareness, situational awareness, and intelligence skills in this realm is supposed to be of utmost high, right? In order to be able to teach people to walk this, you have to be able to walk it yourself, right? And he's saying that clearly your skills are not well off enough to teach if you lack the situational awareness to know that what you're doing looks bizarre in this case, which kind of puts them in a position to say, hey, I knew what I was doing. I am fit to lead. I am fit to teach, because that's kind of where their channel's value comes from, or at least that's the idea that we're putting forth here, right? And so he's kind of pushed back into saying, hey, well, I did it on purpose, and then it looks a whole nother way, right?
Or option 2, which I think is what everyone else believes just like me. This man wrote a check that his ass can't check. And now, after he insults all this and does all this talking, he went out and bought firearms. And this is your king. This is the guy that you guys look up to learn how to speak to women. This man can't speak to people. He doesn't understand how to communicate. How can you have game if you don't understand social cues? He's a fraud.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him some bell here. As much as I want to roll with this, and I do for the most part, I'm on this in a good 70% of the way. I do have to throw in an exception to this rule, is that just because you're not the best at communicating with dudes or the world in general doesn't mean that you don't understand and can't communicate with women. Two things can be true. But yeah, I agree that this does, if it is an accident and it's not on purpose, right? Then yeah, it shows the lack of situational and social awareness, but I'm not so sure that means. I'm just saying, I've seen guys that they don't really know how to hang around the guys, you know what I'm saying? But hey, they can pull girls like it's nothing. I've seen it before with my own eyes.
And young men, listen, in the military, you can have the highest rank you want, okay? We don't respect an officer just because they got the rank.
And that's what I was going to get to. That doesn't mean that you're an alpha just because you're pulling girls. I'm just saying that it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't know how to talk to females just because you don't know how to talk to men necessarily.
We'll do our job, but we don't believe in him. Respect, leadership, it's earned through leading by example.
Facts.
This is your man. You know why I said the emperor has no clothes? Because it's a story about two jesters who walk into a city naked, all right? And they concoct this plan to fool the whole city that they are emperors. So they get one guy and they get a couple other hobos to carry some sort of dais, and they carry them through town, and everyone starts making way because it's like, oh my God, there's these guys on a dais. Look at them. The emperor's in town. We don't know from what country, but they look the part. And then someone points out, wait, the emperor has no clothes. You want to know why? Because an emperor would never walk around with no clothes. The same way a real man would never go out and challenge someone to a boxing match, insult his integrity and his honor, and then say, yeah, let's box. And then when the man accepts, you go and buy guns and you dodge talking about money. Y'all are crazy. And this is not even to encourage violence. I don't want none of that, okay? I'm not about to start talking about that's crazy talk. This is to let young men know on this platform, because just because they're older than you and they show a big game doesn't mean they're about that life. Too many frauds out here. Too many frauds out here, right? I call it the blind leading the blind. Careful who you take advice from.
This is something that's been bothering me for a while too. I know there's a lot of young guys on YouTube or just in general watching, you know, whether they're creators or not, they're watching and they're paying attention. And I feel like all these guys here on YouTube and social media in general are trying to learn and grow and whatnot. There is definitely a demographic of that. I mean, look at these guys' subscribers. I mean, all these channels that are talking about this kind of stuff. I mean, you know this, you know the YouTubers' names. You know, if you're watching Abbott and Preach, you're probably familiar with a couple of these guys. And just because they're loud and they're impressionable doesn't mean that it's a good idea. You know, just don't get caught grabbing for something that's shiny. A lot of this stuff is gilded, and a lot of these young guys are getting led astray by some of this information out here, and some of it's good to a point, but you know, always be able to step back and ask yourself, is this information something that's benefiting me truly, or is it not? You know, how is this affecting me in my day-to-day life? How have I gained from this? And you know, ask yourself if you're in a delusion to any degree. You know, it takes some you know, as much as you're taking advice from left and right, you need to be able to ask yourself and believe yourself before everybody else at the same time. You know, it's a tricky thing to balance.
I made that mistake in the past, so here's my advice to you. Drop all these fucking goobers and just go look up some Patrice O'Neal. You'll thank me later.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's just about filtering out who you're listening to. You know, be careful who you listen to. Not saying to not trust anybody, but just, you know, try to filter out the BS, because it can slow you down. It can hinder your progress.
Oh my God. Preach can't even be here because we don't have enough time, unfortunately. But best believe the reason why Preach is not talking so much lately is because he has nothing to say. He has things he wants to do. So consider me speaking on his behalf, at least for today.
And shout out to Patrice O'Neal, and rest in peace to Patrice O'Neal again. Shout out to Abbott and Preach.